Good morning, students. Today we start with the topic probability. This topic you have already done in your 8th standard. You know what is the meaning of probability, what is the formula of probability, but I want to clear the meaning and the other properties of the probabilities. So, start with the meaning. So, probability means chances, most probably, etc. Let us suppose it will be probably rain today. It means that probably rain represent the term probability, which means that it may be rain today or may not be rain today. If weather will be very cloudy, then we can say that rain will be come. If weather will be very sunny, then there is a no hope of rain within a 1 hour. So probability just represent the assumptions which help us to find the probability of any number. So start with one activity. Let us suppose I have a one coin and I want to toss 10 times. So number of times head will come, that is 5 times, and number of tails will come again 5 times. Again I will toss the coin 10 times. The probability will become 4, the chances will become 4 or 6. That means 4 times head come, 6 times tail come, or either it will be happen 6 times head will come or 4 times tail will come, or it may be possibility that 2 times head will come or 7 times tail will come. So there are so many cases in which you can find the events will come. So there are so many cases in which head will come or tail will come. Now next is formula to find the probability. This formula, you are very aware about this formula, but I want to discuss also. So probability of any event is denoted by P bracket of that particular event. E represent the event. That here in the example, if I want to find the number of times head will come, that is 2 times head will come, then favorable cases are only 1 and total number of cases are 10. It means total number of cases, we can say that number from which we are taking the selected number, that particular number from which we are taking the selected number. Now some important result. First one is probability of sure event is always 1. That means your probability of sure event is always equal to 1. That means let us suppose today weather is very cloudy and it is sure possibility that rain will come, then in this case probability will be 1. On the other hand, weather is too much sunny, temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, then there is a no possibility of rain will come, then in this case not sure event probability is always 0. Not sure probability event probability is always 0. Similarly, probability of any event is always lie between 0 to 1. 0 is the lower and 1 is the 0 is the lower limit and 1 is the upper limit. That means your answer should be always lie between 0 and 1. If your answer will be greater than 1, then in this case your answer will be wrong, because probability of any event is always less than equal to 1. Now we will start with the exercise 15.1. Start with the first question. In a cricket match, a batswoman hit a boundary 6 times out of the 30 balls she plays. Find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. So what is the statement? In this statement, the batswoman played 30 balls. Total she played 30 balls. Out of 30 balls, she hits the boundary, that is equal to 6 times. That means she did not hit the boundary. That means number of balls are 30 minus 6, that is 24. Then the favorable cases are 24 and the total cases are 30. So in this way you can find the answer of the question. Now see how to find the solution. Now see solution of first question. Total number of balls she played, that is equal to 30. Total number of balls she hit a boundary, that is equal to 6. Total number of that she did not hit a boundary. Then how to calculate? Out of 30 balls she hit the boundary is equal to 6 times 6 balls. Then if I will subtract 6 from 30, then I will get the number of cases in which she did not hit the boundary. So 30 minus 6 equal to 24. Probability she did not hit the boundary, that is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 24, total number of cases are 30. So it will comes on the table of 6. 6 4s are 24, 6 5s are 30. So 4 by 5. See, your answer is less than 1. So that means your answer is correct. Question number 2. 1500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. So this is a one observation table in which number of girls of a family are 2, 1 or 0. So number of families having 2 girls. Number of families having 2 girls are 475. Number of families having 1 girl are 814. Number of families have no girl, that is 0 girl, that is equal to 211. Compute the probability of a family chosen at random having 2 girls. First case you have to find the probability of families having 2 girls. In second part you have to find the probability of families having 1 girl, and in third question you have to find the number of families having no girl. So this is the solution of the question number second. Total number of families are 1500. In first case you have to find the probability of number of families having 2 girls. So number of family having 2 girls, that is equal to 475. So probability of 2 girls, this is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 475, total number cases are 1500. Just put the value. In second case you have to find the probability of 1 girl. Total number of cases are 1500. Number of families having 1 girl 814. Probability of 1 girl, that is favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 814. Total number of cases are 1500. In third case you have to find probability having no girl. So total number of families are 1500. Number of families having 0 girl, that is 211. So probability of 0 girl is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 211 and total number of cases are 1500. Also he asked to verify that its sum is 1. For verification, first we find the sum of the probabilities, that is 475 upon 1500 plus 814 divided by 1500 plus 211 upon 1500. So first we will take the LCM of the denominator. LCM will be 1500. Just substitute the values over here and simply we add the numerator. We get 1500 upon 1500, so it will come 1. So your answer is 1, hence verified. Question number 3. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times with the following frequencies of a different outcomes. Outcomes are having 3 head, 2 head, 1 head, no head. So frequency corresponding to 3 head are 23. Frequency corresponding to 2 heads are 72. Frequency corresponding to 1 head is 77. Frequency corresponding to no head is 28. So if the 3 coins are simultaneously tossed again, compute the probability of having 2 heads coming up. So in this case you have to find the probability of 2 heads coming up. So first we will see how many favorable cases of 2 heads. How many cases are there? 72. Total number of cases are 200. So simply apply the formula favorable cases divided by total number of cases. You will get your answer. So this is the solution of question number 4. So total number of cases are 200. Number of times 2 head outcomes, that is 72. So probability of 2 head favorable cases divided by total number of cases. 72 divided by 200, it will come 99. It will come 9 upon 25. Now we will do the question number 3. This is the solution of question number 4. Refer to example 5, section 14.4, chapter 14. Find the probability that a student of class was born in the August. That means you have to find the number of student probability of number of student that was born in the month of August. So your data is like this in question. This is your data. This is your data. So according to month wise, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. In this side frequency is given. So you will find, check how many student was born in the month of August. So I will find number of students born in the month of August are. So this is the August column. I will put scale over here. So number of students are 6. See, the frequency of students are 6. So favorable cases are 6. See, the total number of students in a class are 40. Total number of students born in the month of August is 6. So probability of born in August, that is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases, 6 divided by 40. So in the table of 2 you will cut the both the numerator and denominator. Your answer will come 3 upon 20. So next question is question number 5. An organization selected 2400 families at a random and surveyed them to determine a relationship between the income level and the number of vehicles in a family. The information gathered is listed in a below table. Here you have given one table. So this is your table. By using this table you have to find the probability of various questions that are given below. So suppose a family is chosen. Find the probability that family chosen is earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and own exactly 2 vehicles. That means you have to find the probability of those family having incomes between 10,000 to 13,000 per month and having 2 vehicles. Now see, this is the column of 13,000 to 10,000 to 13,000 and number of vehicles are column is this one. So see, if I move from this side 10,000 to 13,000 and second side is this, both intersection point is 29. So favorable cases are 29. Total number of cases are, how many families are given? 2400. So probability will be equal to earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and own exactly 2 vehicle is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases 29 upon 2400. Similarly, you can find the probability of rest of other. Now see the solution of this question. Total number of families surveyed, that is 2400. First case is the number of families earning rupees 10,000 to 13,000 per month and own exactly 2 vehicles are 29. Probability earning 10,000 to 13,000 per month and own exactly 2 vehicles is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 29. Total number of cases are 2400. Second case is you have to find the number of families earning is 16,000 or more than per month and having 1 vehicle. Now see, number of families having income 16,000 or more than and having 1 vehicle. This is the column of 1 vehicle and this is the row of 16,000 or per month. Now see, both the intersection point will come at 5, 7, 9. So this is the favorable cases. Favorable cases are in this case is 579. So probability of earning rupees 16,000 or more per month or own exactly 1 vehicle is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 579 divided by 2400. Third point you have to find, that is equal to that earning less than 7,000 per month and does not own any vehicle. In this case you have to find the number of families those income is less than 7,000 and does not having any vehicle. Now this is the row having less than income 7,000 and this is the column having no vehicle. Now see, both the intersection point is 10. So favorable cases are 10. number of families earning less than rupees 7,000 per month and does not on any vehicle is equal to 10. So probability will be equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 10 and total number of cases are 2400. Fourth part, you have to find earning will be 13,000 to 16,000 per month and own more than 2 vehicle. So 13,000 to 16,000 row is this, and more than 2 vehicles are 59. So both the intersection point comes 59. So favorable cases are 59. Sorry, both the case earning 13 to 16,000 per month and own more than 2 vehicle. More than 2 vehicle column is this. So intersection point is 25. So favorable cases are 25 in this case. Number of families earning 13,000 to 16,000 per month and earning more than and own more than 2 vehicles are 25. So probability is favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 25. Total number of cases that is given above, that is same for all, 2400. Last part is own not more than 1 vehicle. In this case you have to find whatever the income of the families, you have to find the probability of those families who are having own not more than 1 vehicle. So in how to find, first favorable cases, not more than 1 vehicle means they are having 0 vehicle or they are having 1 vehicle. Clear? Not more than 1 vehicle means either they are having no vehicle, that is 0 vehicle, or either they are having 1 vehicle. Now see how to find the first favorable cases. Number of families own not more than 1 vehicle. This is equal to number of families having no vehicle plus number of families having 1 vehicle. 10 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. That means I will add the full column of those family having 0 vehicle and the column those family having 1 vehicle. These are the entries: 10 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 160 plus 305 plus 535 plus 469 plus 579. If I will add, I will get the favorable number of cases. This is equal to 2062. Probability own not more than 1 vehicle, that is favorable cases divided by total number of cases. Favorable cases are 2062 divided by 2400. Cut on the table of 2, your answer will be 1031 upon 1200. So these are the today's session. Please make a proper notes on your notebook, and thank you so much.